Good afternoon, super friends, and welcome to the Tuesday, June 2nd edition of the Sacred News and Weather. Our Lady of Perpetual Tree Work seems to have gone on a lunch break, so I'm going to try and get a message in before it gets too loud for my brain to hear myself channel. As with everything I do, please take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and know that these messages are timeless. So whether you're tuning in real time or at a later date, maybe even way, way down the line. If you're tuning into this title, there likely is something here for you. But if you don't see yourself, go ahead and turn me off. There are many more messages below and many more to come. I'm going to go ahead and just get started here. The first thing I heard when I got into meditation for our collective was my son playing the theme of Linus and Lucy from Charlie Brown. And it made me giggle because this is a piece of music that my son, he's 11, he was 10 at the time, really had to work for, and I got to listen to it unfold. But then it became the piece of music he played all the time, to the point where if I heard it one more time, I might kill him. And so I sat with all of those feelings and I just asked, what is here for the collective in that? And what I heard was actually his 11-year-old wisdom. And it actually kind of chokes me up a little bit to say it, because he's a Pisces. He's a really wise old soul. And I asked him one time, I was particularly annoyed, and I asked him, I was like, why do you keep playing that song? Can't you play something else? And what he said to me was, you know, I had to work so hard to learn this that now, whenever I'm trying to learn something else that I'm struggling with, I play this to remember that I can do it, that I can learn things that I thought I couldn't learn. And I thought, oh, little boy, you are so wise. And I feel that coming forward for us now. I just heard my phone buzz, so forgive me. I'm going to turn it off. Um, there we go. It's on sleepy sleep, so we won't be interrupted. So, sitting with my wise old 11-year-old son's wisdom of playing what he knows and had to work for and feels proud of while he is struggling to learn something new. I think this is where we're going today. There is a feeling, when I come underneath what Jonah was saying to me, there's a feeling of wanting to be like the amateur musician, where we just play what we know over and over and over again. And it's not actually how we grow. There's a feeling of stagnancy. There's a feeling of stagnancy in hearing that same riff over and over and over again, that stagnancy that like is familiar, and it took you a long time to learn it, and it was really hard when you were first learning, but now you have it down. But when you're playing it over and over and over again, it gets old, it gets tired, it gets boring, it gets rote. And that's the feeling that I'm feeling underneath it. I have this feeling of stagnation in the collective. There's an energy in here. There are multiple energies in here. There's a place in you. It may not be the sum total of you, but there's a place in you that has grown stagnant. And it's the kind of stagnancy where you are a little bit proud of it. Like, look what I can do. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. But even you are not really buying into the look what I can do anymore. Because it feels like, while you're proud of what you can play, while you're proud of this riff, you've played it so many times and you know that it's no longer impressive, at least it's no longer impressing you. Maybe it'll impress someone. But here's the thing also, it's not actually going to impress the someone or someones that you want to impress, because they can feel the stagnancy. Sometimes we get so comfortable with what we think we're presenting, with the face that we're presenting to the world, that we think that we're presenting something new and beautiful and wonderful. And what we're actually presenting is the old tired thing because we have not ventured out of our comfort. We have not taken the time, we have not focused on our energy on really pushing our edges, pushing our boundaries. I'm seeing the image yesterday of the cliff, of jumping off that cliff that wasn't actually a cliff, but was like this little fall with some cushy little mats underneath. We have not been pushing our edges, and we're being invited to, again, push the edges, to step up to the ledge and leap, to start working on things that are difficult. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. To start working on things, to working at things, to look at where our edges are and to start pushing those boundaries, to start working at things, to start practicing things that are out of our comfort zone. The stagnation is old, it's familiar, but it's stagnant. It's not thrilling you anymore. It's boring you. You are bored with yourself. And if you're not bored with yourself, then you're probably pretending. You're probably trying to impress people with this part of you that is bored, and you're not even impressing yourself. So, why would someone else be impressed by your stagnant energy? We're being invited to push our boundaries. We're being invited to practice the unknown. We're being invited to step into something maybe even a little harder than something you've ever done before, than anything you've ever done before. You're being invited to pick a more advanced piece of music, to pick a higher achieving job, to pick something that you don't already know, that you're not already comfortable with, to grow and push your boundaries. Because here's the thing, even if you're growing and pushing boundaries in one very specific little place, that very specific little place is an opening for you to expand your boundaries in all of the places and spaces. So by being brave in this one particular way, you can be brave and it has a ripple effect. You can be brave in one specific particular way, and it's going to have a ripple effect out into the rest of your beingness, out into the rest of your energy, out into the rest of your life, so that your one small act of bravery, I can do this, I can try this, I can challenge myself, I can push myself, I can face my fear and do it anyway. And then in the background, I hear do 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 do. You can still do that if that makes you feel better. If it makes you feel better to practice and play that familiar old riff that you know that you can do. It's like I'm seeing a menu. I'm seeing a menu where you like you're having a dinner party and you're ready to present, or you want to present something beautiful and thrilling, and so you're going to your old favorites. You're going to drag out your old favorites because you know that they're tried and true recipes. You know that the world loves them. You know that your family loves them. You know that your friends will love them. You know that they will wow everyone, but you look at it and you're like, I don't even want to cook this. Choose one thing from that menu that you can rest your laurels on and grow the rest. Try something new, try something bigger, try something more advanced, try something that requires your boundaries to stretch and grow and push. Because I promise you, just by choosing something new to cook for dinner, you're going to feel more expansive. I just heard the mother's lament of like, God, why do they always need to eat dinner every single night? Well, maybe it's so that you can push your own boundaries and you can expand your own repertoire and you can grow yourself. I'm going to be quiet here and see and listen if there's anything else that wants to come. But I think that's it. I think I'm going to leave you with the wisdom of my 11-year-old son, which is like I play the familiar over and over again while I expand my boundaries and try something new to remind myself that I can do it. And then I'm going to encourage you to carry that forward into your own life. Where are you ready to grow? Where are you ready to push? Where are you afraid to push? Now go and do the thing. Maybe if you need to keep that familiar riff going, but step in because everything is going to grow. Thank you so much. Please like and share and subscribe. I will see you here. I think I will see you tomorrow. I have a busy day tomorrow. I teach, and then I have parent-teacher conferences, and then I have soccer. I have things and stuff. So I'm going to try and get here tomorrow, but if you don't see me, you know why.